with those reavers inside out of the way just before the Dragoons can manage to shoot at that shuttle, or those Scarabs go off on his own reavers. Oh, one Scarab going off on a bunch of Dragoons of Tazza there. Tazza, be very careful. Now going to attack this Nexus. We're going to see what he's going to do. Another Scarab going off, killing off 2 Dragoons, although Free's Nexus does go down. I believe it was actually cancelled. Not sure, but I believe it probably was cancelled. Maybe it was getting taken down. Oh boy, yeah, Free now denied his expansion, has to be very careful. Tazza moving down to Pro, probably to take down his natural. He has 4 gateways at this point, he needs minerals to support those. There are observers out for both players at this point. Again, Free forced down to put down his Nexus, meanwhile Tazza also putting down his own Nexus. So Tazza could have actually had an economic advantage for a while now, could have put down the Nexus quite a bit earlier, but he was trying to go for an army advantage, and winning that early battle has really done good for him. Now, that Observer going to move in for Tazza, going to see. I'm still surprised that there has not been done any real economic damage. Free has a couple of Dragoons there ready to intercept any shuttle that moves his way. I don't know if Tazza has any defenses of the same kind. I think if Tazza moved in with a dual-pronged attack, moved in his Dragoons, and moved in his Reavers from the back, but never mind, he's going to move in from the front again. He's going to disrupt his expansion as much as he can. He has to micro his shuttle really well. Oh, one Reaver does go down. Second Reaver does get picked up, though. Oh, another Dragoon going off. A nice Scarab there by Free. Free is slowly but surely trying to get back into this match, and he's doing a fairly good job of it, preventing Tazza from harassing this new natural of his, although he doesn't have as many gateways popping in. Wow, look at that humongous probe count from Tazza as Free as well, because they haven't been building up so many probes, but haven't been able to transfer them to any extra bases they could have put up. Nexus for Tazza just coming down right now. Probes being transferred there to start mining from that. Tazza apparently being pressured a little bit into his own base because of that Reaver he lost. An Observer of Tazza is going to get taken down. There's a Reaver there to meet those Dragoons. Takes on a Scarab. Goes down on a few of those Dragoons. Free now going to move in with his 2 Reavers. 1 badly damaged. I believe the second one was... Oh, again, nice. Gets up a Scarab. And before he manages to get... Again, nice Scarabs. Damage a lot of Dragoons there. And 1 Reaver does go down, Free, and the shuttle does go down. So Free, I think here, is going to be forced to move back, or going to be very careful. He lost his Reavers. His own Observer also go down. Both. That Reaver of Tazza in danger severely. Shuttle goes down. Still a Reaver down there for Tazza, though. Reaver does go down before he manages. Dud Scarab that he goes down there. Now Free being forced to move back, followed by a Zealot and a bunch of Dragoons. At this point, both players almost equaled, although their mains have been mined so heavily, they're almost mined out at this point. These new naturals are going to be afforded them to do a lot more army here. And now Free has held his position and is now forcing Tazza into a little encirclement almost. Tazza again being forced to move back. He has a Reaver now at his base to support his position there. 1 Zealot used there to delay those Dragoons for about a second. Free gonna meanwhile move back into his own base and not gonna push this. Tazza doing a fairly good job microing his shuttle and Reavers very well. He has 1 idle drone there, probe there, I'm sorry. That's not very good. And he has an Observer. Apparently, I'm not sure. No, I don't think he's speed upgraded. A fairly damaged Observer there at his base. Second gas going up for Free, and Tazza already has his second gas mining. Interesting to see. This is very good engagement, although still, I repeat, no probes have been taken down for any player. I think there should be. That's what's missing here. Free, interestingly enough, is not mining any gas, so probably, at least not yet. He apparently does not mind delaying that a little bit because he's mostly going for Dragoons now, apparently waiting on those Reavers just a little bit longer. Second Reaver now out for Tazza, so he has probably 2 Reavers inside of those shuttles. We're going to see what he does there. I think Tazza did some heavy economic damage on Free here. He took down a bunch of his probes, especially the probes at his new natural. I'm sorry. That would do a lot of damage. And I think whoever does, either a huge battle in the middle who 1 person wins completely, decisively, or a severe economic harass, powerful economic harass, is what will win this game. Free's first-person view here, apparently he has a probe there ready to take out his mineral only. Neither player has those mineral onlys up yet. Heavy Dragoon count from both players. Now we get to see the first-person view of Tazza. Interestingly enough, in their first-person views, both players are teal. and their opponents are red. That's interesting. Using those Reavers, Tazza using those Reavers to take out the temple. Is probably going to move in from the back. I'm going to try to do that. I don't know if Free has scouted that. I didn't see it in the first position view. And now he's stopped. That's interesting. Probably, possibly ran out of scarabs. Okay, he's going to move in with a shuttle. Speed upgrade on the shuttle. Now he's going to move in. Oh, no. 5 Dragoons there. He instantly saw the Dragoons, instantly moved back. Thankfully, he had that speed upgrade. Maybe he wouldn't be able to turn down as fast as he did. Now, those temples do go down, so we're going to see if Tazza is going to move in there. Free, meanwhile, has put down an Nexus as winner only, and his main almost completely mined out. I believe it's the same story for Tazza. Tazza now moving in from the back. He has to be very careful not to be caught out of position. This is always, when you're moving from the back, it can be a pretty successful attack, except when you get caught out of position, when you ferry your troops up that ramp, and they're caught in a very bad position. But apparently Tazza, Mio has moved in with one Reaver. They're taking out a few pros, but that's not enough here. Reaver's going to meet Reavers. 2 Reavers of Tazza. He's doing a pretty good harass, picking up those Reavers just after he gets off those shots. Microing his Reavers very well. I think this kid does that very well. Free being forced to move back, and there's going to be a huge battle of Dragoons and Reavers here on this huge ass ramp. Although no, Tazza is going to move back here. Going to meanwhile move in those Reavers, see what kind of damage it can do. Has to be very careful with the shuttle. Scarabs going off, not kill anything, and that shuttle is barely going to be able to move away thanks to that speed that it has. Tazza using his gas that he had, or that extra gas he used for that speed upgrade, which is really going to help him micro his shuttles. Free being forced to ferry his Dragoons. Tazza smartly forcing Free to ferry his Dragoons a lot, getting him out of position. But now Free losing a lot of Dragoons while he's trying to block this attack of Tazza's. Tazza now moving in. He has a bunch of Dragoons. He has also Reaver's shots going off all over the place. But, oh man. Free doing a pretty good job. The shuttle of Tazza now almost dead. Not going to be able to use that shuttle very much. 1 Reaver Tazza. Both Reaver Tazza's going down. That is critical here. Tazza now in a very bad position. He's lost both of his Reavers. His shuttle is 2 badly damaged. And he now has a lesser Dragoon count due to those Reavers of Freeze that are being used pretty well. More Scarabs going off everywhere. Now Tazza going to move back into his base. His main almost completely mined out. Dragoons, 2 Reavers, as well as Zealots, waiting to meet those retreating forces of Tazza inside of his natural. Or just outside his natural. We're going to see another shuttle now coming out. More Zealots as well to block. Going to see how well he manages to use those Reavers. Tazza, unfortunately, has losing those 2 Reavers, and that shuttle there was very critical and lost him that fight. It forced him to move back. He did do pretty overpushing. Again, an engagement here. Dragoon's going to meet more Dragoons. Fire going off everywhere. Now shuttle moving in for Free. And Reavers going out for both players. Scarabs going off everywhere. Reavers still alive for both players, I believe. Oh man, so many Scarabs. Tazza has lost so many Dragoons, though. Still more Dragoons down on the ground for Free, although I think he lost a Reaver. Tazza still has both of his Reaver and his shuttle, and if he uses that well, one of his Reavers heavily damaged. If he uses that Reaver well, and that shuttle should be maybe able to hold that back. Gets off 1 Scarab, but so many Dragoons now for Free. Free now moving in, pressuring. He has far too many forces. Only 1 Reaver alive for Tazza. Oh, the last Dragoon's going down. Scarab taken out. Last Dragoon is down for Tazza. He has nothing but that shuttle and Reaver at this point. Microing pretty well, though, although he has to be very careful. Micro on that shuttle does go down. The Reaver does go down just before getting off a Scarab shot. And now also the Reaver of Freeze inside of Tazza's natural just going to fire right on these probes and take all of them out. Tazza at this point has lost this game. Not going to be able to counter this. He has a few Dragoons that he's moving back, trying to be GG now. Pretty good game by Tazza, but still doing a couple of mistakes. When he won those engagements that he did win, he should have been able to push in even more. Free, looking a bit out of breath there. He knew he was in danger at one point in that game. He high-fives all of his teammates. Came up to shrugging a little bit, goes, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Free's a pretty interesting guy. Tazza, obviously a little bit disappointed, but he put up a pretty good fight. Free's experience, obviously speaking a lot of words there, showing that experience will sometimes win you fights, win you matches. Tazza, although I really look forward to seeing more from this kid. I think in PvP he has a lot of potential. I haven't seen him play against other races yet, so we're going to see how that works out. Although I'm really looking forward to this. Right, set 2 done. GG, and look forward to more from me. Yay! Still got 5 seconds to say something I really want to say. Nothing.